Oh, no, he didn't.
Girl, yes, he did.
And he didn't, and he don't repeat it.
No.
I mean, are we ever gonna run out of content based on the theory? No, he didn't.
I don't think we will.
We will always have content. Welcome to another edition. I want to make sure I make a note, because for you folks who are listening to the podcast, thank you. We love that you have listened, subscribed, and you have been listening every week. But we also are doing a live video. We're recording a live video. So if you actually wanted to see us have this conversation, you can go over to the OhNoGirlYes Facebook page and see a video of this recording if you want to do more than just listen. And I don't know that we've actually really expressed that to folks.
Yeah, we probably hadn't.
So if you did want to see us have this conversation, go over to OhNoGirlYes Facebook page, or just stay on all of your podcast platforms, and it's the exact same thing. We've just been doing this because we've been social distancing, so we can't go to the studio and record, but this has actually been fun, and it's been giving us a different layer to the podcast. So welcome.
Right. And shout out to all the Patreons. We got some new ones in the past week, and we've been pumping out content on there, so we hope you're enjoying it, and we'll let y'all contribute to the conversation here soon.
Yes. Patreon has been fun because it's where we get to kind of share a little bit more than we share on the free interweb.
Right. Exactly.
Still legal though.
Yeah.
Always to the OnlyFans realm.
No, this is not. It's our version of OnlyFans, which is very, very mad at me.
Which makes sense. All right, make sure you like the Facebook page, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. And please, anytime you see a post or something, do more than like it. Comment, share it. We really want to get this community growing and going, especially while we're having to shelter in place. So our topic this week is a topic that we're I guess if we say it's an active situation. A lot of times we're talking about something that's happened in the past, or we might talk about something we've observed. But since we've been quarantined, me most recently, but you a little bit before me, we've decided to get back on Bumble.
Right. Our dating app of choice. We need Bumble to start sponsoring us, because we give them a lot of play.
We should drop Bumble a note. So you've been on there for a couple of weeks. I just got on there last week, and I'm already ready to hop right the hell back off. I thought that this would be a good time to potentially try to meet someone, because I think what a lot of us are having is we're so, like, I'm home alone, I'm so in my own stuff, that I thought maybe talking to someone I don't know, I'm getting to learn about their stuff, or I'm not talking about stuff I don't want to talk about. It's just kind of a new experience. So far, I am 0 for 2.5 in the week.
Okay.
And so I wanted to talk about, it's almost hard to get disappointed or discouraged about my dating, because I'm not dating. It's like I don't even get to the date. I don't even get to the phone call. So I'm going to give an example of a couple of people I interacted with on Bumble last week. Guy number one, we'll call him guy number one. We had matched before in the past, but never really communicated or connected. And so we matched again this last week, and so kind of started a correspondence, which was going fine, no problems. Well, then, he did the standard, what? Nobody asked you out on dates? I can't believe that. What? You must be lying. Shut your mouth. And anytime a man does that whole song and dance like they can't believe I'm not asked on dates, I always want to say, oh, okay, tell me about the time you asked me out. Like, no. So anyway, I was like, yeah, I have no reason to make up that ain't nobody asked me out. I said, now let me be clear. I might get approached sometimes by some weirdos in social media or something, but nobody that, I would go out with. To which he replied, well, I'm a freak, but that's a subject for another day.
Okay, repeat that again.
When I said maybe some weirdos might ask me out on social media, but nobody I would really, be interested in, he responded, I'm a freak. I'm sort of a freak, but that's a subject for a different day. Now, did that match what I had just said?
No, not at all.
So when I read that, I thought, well, okay. And I'm not naive or ignorant. And I ain't even mad at nobody being no freak.
Yeah.
It just kind of was just thrown out there in such a way that I was like, okay.
So Maybe he was communicating with two different people at the same time and got confused on the conversation.
That can happen. I don't know, right? So then I responded, K, UMKAY, question mark, emoji doing this.
Okay.
I felt like I looked just like that emoji.
So you got to describe the emoji. Remember,
the emoji, the thinking with the hand on the chin.
Yeah, on the chin.
Yes. So he responded, I'm sorry, never mind. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, either he feels like he went out there and I didn't respond in kind, or maybe he's feeling embarrassed that he did go out there, or maybe he did send it to the wrong, I don't know. But his response was, sorry, never mind. So I actually was starting to get busy. And I said, because I still wanted to kind of communicate, I ain't tripping, right? Mm-hmm. And he said, I sent a message. I said, hey, I got to jump on a few Zoom calls. But here's my phone number if you want to call or text later. To kind of be like, look, I'm still open to talking to you. I ain't tripping off that. We good. Never heard from him.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. I don't get it.
So, what could I have or should have done? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay.
There's nothing you can do.
Nothing I can do. Okay, so I was disappointed, not because I was overly attached to this person, but again, I'm just trying to have some human interaction, get outside of my own space.
Right.
No go on that. So maybe a couple days go by. You've seen me on Bumble. You say I swipe too fast. That might be true. Who cares? I feel like my one true love, if I saw him, he would grab my hand.
As you're swiping away.
I just been swiping. I really,
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm on there, I'm swiping, and boom with some dude, but he doesn't live in my state. So I don't care. I ain't gonna meet you anyway. You can live next door. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So he and I started communicating, and I was in the middle of doing some yard work. And so I told him I was doing some yard work. He's asking me what I was doing. And he's like, are you taking before and after pictures? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, make sure you're careful with your back. And so I felt like it was a very easy, natural conversation. And I really liked that he suggested I be careful about my back. He didn't know I have a bad back, but I'm just saying I was doing a lot of lifting and stuff. So we kind of went back and forth for a little bit, and then he kind of started asking me questions that I really wanted to be able to focus and answer him. So I said, hey, because I'm going back and forth outside and just kind of checking my phone, I really want to concentrate on this conversation. So if you want to call me or text me later, I'll be at home. I'll be there. So he says, okay, cool, sounds good. I said, great. He said, make sure you're careful. I said, thanks. He says, looking forward to talking to you later. And I said, likewise. So I was like, I even called you and said, I just wanted you to know I'm excited about a man calling me tonight. I don't know anything about him. He doesn't live here, but we had an easy kind of little correspondence early on. It'll be something to do tonight. Okay.
Then what happened?
Nothing. He didn't call. So it's hard for me to take it personally because I ain't never even had a conversation with these dudes. It's like one thing you're talking to somebody and they don't ever call you. It's something else if you date somebody and it don't work out. It's something else if somebody just don't like you as much as they. All that stuff that you get to while you ain't gonna be with somebody. But I'm just like, can I get a hello?
Mm-hmm.
So what encouraging, positive, non-petty thing are you gonna say to me to inspire me to not delete this app yet again?
Right. I think number one, and this was probably my main one, that we have to remember that this is a dating app. And the likelihood of a man or woman talking to multiple people at one time is very high. And sometimes I know I'm guilty of maybe swiping right for a few people, having a few conversations, and then just dipping out because somebody else caught my eye or somebody else said something that connected in a way that I wanted to connect more. And then I kind of leave. That's how you end up matching with people multiple times when you get on and off. Because like, hey, I did not match with you before.
Yeah, we matched before, we never talked. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
so I think overall, I would say that is a big thing to remember, that it is a dating app. But I think in your position, I would definitely feel a certain way, especially if I took the step to give my number out.
You know,
and they seem to be normal people. Well, not the freak, not the freak.
Well, but even with the freak and even with the other guy, like I said, it was the first day that we were interacting. So it wasn't like we had built up some kind of rapport and everything. And the reason why I do try to go ahead and talk sooner rather than later is sometimes people can really live in the computer and be great. And it might be something as simple as they got a list and you just thinking, I'm this person, or whatever. And even now, video chatting, I think would be good to do early on. Like, hey, this is...
I've done a video chat recently with someone I met immediately, though. But I felt like that was pertinent to this time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was very, I mean, even if we weren't in quarantine, I wouldn't mind. Because they actually have it on the app now where you can video chat with people. I guess.
Oh, do they? I haven't seen that. Wow.
Now, we didn't use it. We used like a Zoom call or something like that. But you would think men or people on dating apps would be looking to date. Or at least communicate, I know we're in quarantine, so that doesn't help. But then some guys are looking for something different than that. Some guys are looking for hookups or naked pictures.
Right, and that's fine too. But that's what I'm saying. I guess I don't even get to the point where I say I ain't trying to hook up. I don't get to the point where I can say, well, I'm looking for something more. Like I don't get to the point where hello? Can I get to a hello? And then I get frustrated, one, because I get frustrated with dating anyway, and I get frustrated with men altogether. But then it's this thing of like, I see people who are getting dates, even if they're bad dates, whether they're the bad dater or the vice versa. It's like, at least they're having bad dates.
To talk about.
Like having bad dates. I don't even have bad phone conversations. You had the pork chop dude, that was huge.
It was. I hated it. It was good content for us.
You had an interaction. Mm-hmm. And so the reason why I said I'm 0 for 2.5 is because there was a third guy who I guess we have matched or connected in the past. And I thought he had a cute message. I'm going to actually go in here and read the message he sent to me. Because when I swiped him, I felt like, oh, I can't read it to you. Do these things delete after a while, or do they delete themselves? I don't see him on here now. Anyway, but he said, you always have seemed like a great catch, and you're on here. Can I ship you a drink? And I thought, that's cute. He said, I seem like a great catch. We've connected a few times, whatever. So I was like, oh, I'm accepting all drinks for sure, especially if it's no contact delivery. And he said something like, well, now we verified you have all 10 fingers and toes. And I said, well, wait, who told you I got all 10 fingers and toes? Wait, let's start this rumor. And so he made the comment that we had connected before, but that I tend to ghost people or him on there. And I responded, yeah, that sounds like me. And he said, are you afraid of something real or something? And I was like, no. I said, I just don't find the process particularly inspiring or interesting, honestly. So I will get on here and then you won't ever hear from me again. So that's why me not hearing from a guy on the app is not like earth-shattering, because it's a million people on there that have not heard from me. Whether it's the first interaction I didn't follow up, whether it's the second interaction I didn't say nothing again. And you know what? By the time you connect with somebody at 10 a.m. on Bumble and have a little interaction, you can connect with somebody else at 10:05 and never talk to the person again that you talked to at 10 o'clock, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But I just cannot believe I can't have one bad, poorly seasoned pork chop virtual date for myself.
Right.
Like you said,
it's coming. We're just gonna keep believing that your bad date is on the way.
Could I just have a bad date? I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not looking for my one true love. I'm not looking for the last person I'll ever like. I just would like to have my next bad date.
I'm speaking it into existence. Your bad date is on the way.
Yes.
You got a birthday coming up? Cheers.
Yes, we're drinking cheers for my birthday. It's my birthday week. So I've decided to do something for my birthday that does not involve anyone. I've just been working in the yard because I said I want to be able to open my back door and say, wow, where am I? That's it. Right. But wouldn't it be great to be able to have a social distancing date in my backyard and cook out or have drinks or listen to me? I can see that I would enjoy interacting with someone. And I really feel like if I'm going to have a podcast talking about dating and relationships, I got to try to participate in the process. But I did that just for content, and I'm coming back to tell you, I got no content.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Yeah, we got to work on it. Maybe we need to switch apps.
Okay, so here's the thing. There's something called Hinge that I've never been on, that I've heard people talk about. And then Tinder I've never been on because I think that's just a hookup thing.
Right. At least that's the rumor.
I have not ever been impressed with. Bumble has been my most...
Match is the only other dating app I think I've ever tried. Or we tried it together, and then it was horrible. It was awful.
Yeah, Match just seems like you belabor a point. It just seems like a lot of work to where Bumble is so quick and fast and easy. So even though it's not working for me, it's the best one for me. But
right.
You were saying you've been on Bumble for a couple of weeks. You were sharing a different challenge when you do connect or talk to somebody.
Well, because these are trying times, right? So you can connect with someone, and then I think it's easy to fall into a non-romantic situation really quickly.
Just somebody to talk to, just a friend.
Yeah, they become friends, and it's like, because you can't see them, you can, a video chat with them, but these are people you've never seen in person, and it almost becomes monotonous. Like, in a way, it's like, hey, how you doing? Good, and you get to know people, but it's not on a, it's easy to get to know people, and I guess that'll change, obviously, if the world ever opens up, but I don't know that I'll be that anxious even when it does. But there is a challenge, and I knew that coming in. I'm like, I'm gonna meet somebody and I can't see them in person, so you can't date them for real. But there is a challenge trying. I hate to say it, but no, I don't hate to say it. I do have enough friends, so I don't want to connect with so many people and then they just become my friends. And I'm like, yeah, what was the point of that? The point of me getting on a dating app is to find someone to date. Right?
No new friends, baby. No new friends.
Yeah. So
and that makes me feel a certain kind of way, because when I'm swiping quickly, sometimes I see people that I have connected with in real life, pre-Bumble or post-Bumble.
Yeah.
And they act like they didn't want to date, but then yet they on Bumble. So I'm cool if you ain't want to date me. But the reason why that's also a challenge is, these people that didn't want to date, and then I say, okay, cool. But then they keep calling, keep trying to be around me. I'm like, listen, I'm not looking for no friends, whatever. But I'm like, well, why are you on Bumble? You just said you ain't want to date.
Yeah.
They want to date.
Now they do have categories. You have to be careful when you're on Bumble, because they will say somebody's looking for something casual, or sometimes they're looking for a relationship. Like, they have that category. Not all people fill it out. I don't think I filled it out.
I don't think I even filled out my
profile. There is a profile category on there. You can look and say, if they say, something casual, that's not what you're interested in. You just keep swiping.
I think I might have, I don't know, because it's not like I'm saying, ooh, I'm on here, I want to find a relationship. And I'm not really thinking I just want, I don't know what I want. I feel like I'll know what I want based on that person. It's like, oh, this is somebody that I can see myself being casual with, wanting them in my life. Or this is somebody, we got to stick together. I got to be with him forever. And like you said, you might connect with somebody, and especially because this is a time of life none of us have ever been in before, you connect, you're talking about the world or life or the news or whatever. There's no flirtation. There's no active pursuing.
Right.
And so then
there's no reason for it, really, because it's like, it doesn't go anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere at this point, but it's still, I don't know. It's a challenge. It's probably a challenge for men and women, I would imagine, to be desirable and to show desire.
To feel sexy again.
Yeah, to show desire, and that's another thing. I'm this guy that is one of the last guys I met. I mean, and we'll FaceTime, but I'm FaceTiming in my PJs and my headscarf. That's not cute when you meet somebody.
Know what? And that's the thing. What do we need to start dressing up to even swipe? Because you feel a certain kind of way when you dress a certain way, or honestly, when I do shower, I do put on perfume because I like to just feel like, oh, I smell like I'm doing something.
Or a smell good lotion, like some Bath and Body Works lotion. I do something.
Yeah, and I ain't going nowhere but to the couch. And then, I got 2 dirty dogs, and then it's like, but still, in that moment, I feel better than I felt. And so maybe if you video chat with somebody, I'm saying you because I can't even get a text.
Right.
You know, maybe dress up, even if they can't see it, just so you feel a certain kind of way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You feel like a woman.
Because it's, like I said, it's easy to get in that trap. I'll FaceTime whenever, but I'm probably gonna have a bunny on my head.
I'm gonna need you to do better. If you're actually getting past a text and a phone call and you're getting video chats, you're gonna have to do better for the home team. The whole team needs you to do better.
No, but this one guy that I was chatting with, I mean, the first time we video chatted, I was like, I just twisted my hair up. And I said that to him, and he was like, I don't care. And he was like, I would feel a certain kind of way if you took your hair down just to chat with me. Like, okay. But I put a little head wrap. I wasn't really like,
but see, somebody that's cool, the first part of it's like, oh, that's cool. Another part is like, oh, that's my best friend.
Yes. Yeah, that's the challenge I'm saying. Like, even with connecting with people, it's just like, okay, we're here now. What?
All right. So for the dudes that are listening, if they are on Bumble or apps, and you connect with somebody, especially in a pandemic, still pursue them, flirt, say something to make them feel pretty, whether they are looking pretty or not. You know, like, oh girl, I see. Okay, girl, you gonna make me break my shelter in place, or not?
Or not?
So I think I might give Bumble one more week.
Yeah, let's give it another week.
And the thing is, I'm already frustrated, annoyed, disappointed with the process. I'm about to be 45, so I have at least 30 years that it ain't gone well. So when I say another week, that's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. But again, what's my alternative? So I'm trying to get active. I'm trying to, even if it's just for our listeners to have content. If I can say, hey, this happened and I learned this, or hey, what do y'all think about that? I can't even get there.
Especially since we are still in this, I mean, the world is reopening as we're speaking right now. But, there are no clubs open yet. And even if they were, you wouldn't be going out. So this is our only option besides that and Lowe's.
Right. You said Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I stay in
For
Lowe's.
you specifically.
For me specifically. That's all I'm doing. Ooh, this plant is on clearance. I'll stand in line for 45 minutes for a clearance plant. Because that's what my life is right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take it as a win. Because, I mean, it's a lot of people who do have people it's a lot of divorces going on right now in the pandemic. It's a lot of domestic violence going on in this pandemic. It's a lot of frustration and stress going on in the pandemic. So at the end of the day, I'm still glad it's just me right here aggravating me. And I'm working on keeping it just me and not taking in everybody else's stuff from the world. But man, wouldn't it be great to be like, hello? Oh, you sound like your picture too. Why try? But I'm gonna try to stay positive.
It is. I can understand. You have a right to be frustrated because that is frustrating.
That's annoying.
You're doing something. This is. It reminds me of when a guy pursues you. You're not really interested at first, and then he gets your attention, and then by the time he gets your attention, he moves on. And it's like. You had that happen?
Wait, I didn't even like you in the first place.
Exactly. Like, I didn't even like you.
Now I'm bothering you. Ooh, girl, I got too many stories.
Yeah. So the Bumble thing is the same way because you don't really care for Bumble.
I don't.
Or dating.
At all.
So for you to even put yourself out there and have given your number to two different people and Bumble not.
I feel like your synopsis is making it worse.
Huh?
I feel like
my
this
bad.
is making it worse.
But now I'm just letting you know that I feel you.
That's what it was. It was the photographer who pursued me. And then when I started paying him some attention, it was like, okay, let's see. Then it was,
That's happened to me. That's happened to me a couple times.
Now I'm trying to pay you some attention, and now you're acting like I'm someone sweating you.
Yeah, bro.
Woo! I'm gonna give it another week. And I'm gonna try to.
I say give it to the end of the month. That's next weekend.
Okay, end of the month. I'm claiming I'm going to stay on Bumble. Wait, I didn't even tell you this. I'm paying extra to be able to see people in other areas that have already clicked like on me. Did you know that?
Oh, dang, no, bro. I ain't never paid the extra.
Because I said, well, I'm only going to do it for a week. It's $10.99. Go on, Apple. Hook it up. Because I said I need to see who done already swiped on me. And then
and that ain't it where it's hot in the streets.
That's one of them that didn't call.
Oh man. I kind of know who the extra is, so I'd be like, no.
But that was my hey, if I went to a bar, I buy myself a drink, or hey, I would have dinner. If I was putting myself out there, I try to rationalize costs of things right now in this pandemic and not knowing when I'm gonna work ever again. I'm like, okay, should you spend this money? That's how I am every time I go to Lowe's. Should you spend this money on more plants and more mulch and more dirt? And I'm like, you ain't doing nothing else. Go buy you some dirt. So that $10.99 was my sitting at the bar and looking available.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I mean, okay, so what I said about
that's like 12 days.
Huh?
Like 12, 13 days, so about 2 weeks.
Yeah, forget the analogy. We'll erase that from our memory, and we will put a positive mindset on moving forward. And I think we're gonna have a great update next week.
Thank you for that,
friend. Or at least a funny story.
Thank you for that, friend. Thank you for your belief in the system that I believe in as well. Make sure y'all like the page. Make sure you subscribe. YouTube, Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We ain't got no TikTok page yet, but baby, I think I'm gonna get us on there.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know what that would be like, but anyway. We appreciate y'all so much. Make sure you share. Make sure you comment. We really want to hear what you think. What should I do? Give me some comments. Give me some feedback. Let me know. What should I do differently to just get somebody to call when I give them my number?
Yeah. Yeah. What is the answer? We need to know what is the answer.
For those that are listening that can't see me, I am rolling my eyeballs. Because it's that time. But anyway, it's all good. I'm still blessed and highly favored. We just gonna stay, keep it there. A lot going on in the world. Stay focused on what matters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 13 days. 13 days.
We got it.
And I won't have to say next week. I'm gonna have a positive update. And when I say oh no, he didn't.
And what I'm supposed to say?
I'm gonna say, girl, yes he did. I'm like, girl, he did.
You got a phone call. Oh, my bad.
We'll look forward to that.